Hey guys and gals, SaB0TaG here. I did an atron video last week where I gave you a stream of consciousness to kind of give you an idea what I'm thinking as it happens during fights, and a lot of people have given me some really positive feedback regarding that because my normal videos are Exodus comm style, where basically the rule of thumb for the comms is say something if it adds something to your and everybody else's awareness of the engagement. So while this is great for somebody, trying to learn how to FC or how to get a group of people who can kind of work together where you don't really have one FC, it's very distributed, and you have multiple members kind of giving orders, commands, and hopefully they're good and hopefully they lead to victory. Like that takes a lot of work to build a team like that. But in my videos, you have no idea what I'm thinking or why I'm doing necessarily what I'm doing, etc. So I think yeah, and you obviously only see the viewpoint of myself and my ship, so it doesn't really help from a personal piloting standpoint. So while I guess the goal of my channel, it's to be entertaining in some way, I think that what brings people back and what creates a good community channel is a channel that you can learn something from. So I always try to in my videos make it so you can learn to replicate what I do as much as possible. I'm by no means the best pilot in Eve, but I have a lot of experience in I have a lot of experience in this game. I have 25,000 kills or whatever, but my real strength is being able to train others to do what I do. Alright, so in this video I'm flying a Heretic. It's an MWD long point missile guidance computer, obviously light missiles, ballistic control system, nano, damage control. And in the opening clip, I basically warped to a large outpost, and I'm just kind of sitting, trying to, wait for a fight.
I'm going at 30.
This is a Heretic at the novice. Alright, so I tell my fleet that, everybody's here. Yeah, it's not me. Just kind of playing standoffish. Do you warp at range from that gate?
Oh, didn't warp at range.
Alright, so my buddy comes in, he warps at 0. That's a mistake. He shouldn't have done that, so he might be in a little trouble or take some fire because he's pretty close to them. I'm going to start burning in towards them. Asking for a primary from anything that has a point on it. Nobody has a point, but I think the crew is probably the best primary, so I'm going to start moving towards him. The crew is a 20-kilometer web, and our fleet doesn't have any web, so once the crew gets a web on anything in a point, that target's held there until the crew is dead, so it's a good primary. Alright, so we secured a point on the crewer. I'm trying to get in there as fast as possible. I overheated to kind of get into range. The Heretic's a bit closer than the crewer, so I'm going to try to angle away from the Heretic towards the crewer. The Heretic and the Confessor can probably shoot out to, I think the Heretic's 60. Confessor, I don't know how he's fit yet, so I'm going to keep coming in. Alright, I can finally shoot at the crewer. I'm going to shoot at him. I'm moving away again now from him because I want to kind of get him to chase me out and isolate himself from them. Okay, he's isolated. I'm going to burn in, overheat my point, overheat everything. Going to try to burn into his face and burn him down before his fleet can get close enough to him to help support. All right, I got a point on him. I'm just going to burn in and hopefully finish him. I'm going to tell him to point anything else but the crew because the crew's about to go down. I actually do lose point. I go to overheat, but he dies before I can get a point again. Okay, so I'm taking a lot of damage here, and my instincts are totally wrong here. I start burning away, and what I actually should have done here was I should have waited on the field a bit longer. They weren't in point range. They weren't going to kill me. You can see I hover over it, and I'm like, oh god, I had a lot of structure left. I'm structure tanked. God, I could have stayed. I could have stayed for like 10, 15 more seconds. So I landed on this gate here. I'm still aggressed. It was a terrible, terrible place to warp out, but I kind of panic warped. Good thing he didn't stay there and point me, because I'm still aggressed. You see in the top here, I'm still aggressed for 30 seconds, so I had to get off that gate as soon as possible. All right, so warp to station, and yeah, I need to rep up and see if I can come back later. All right, so I just docked. I repped, looking over the kill mails. You can see what we have: Confessor, Hecate, Condor, Ares, and Heretic. So we're not a large fleet. We only have like 5 people. I think we also have a Tormentor in our fleet too, but he's like really new, so he's kind of finding his feet in PvP. So yeah, I'm just looking over kill mails. I go to undock. I noticed that there's 7 people, but there was just 30 something people in station. So I'm gonna undock and see what's going on. Okay, so I undock and all this stuff is there on the undock, and I'm you know, if all these Tal Wars shoot at me, I'm dead instantly, and I'm a pirate, so I dock back up because if I give them the chance to lock me and they immediately turn on me and shoot at me, they're gonna actually alpha me off the field. So just dock up and wait until I can kind of get a better kind of warp off from the station. All right, so they warp to Akadaki, and I mean, I want to fight these guys, but I don't want to fight them at 0 on the station. So I warp to my ping near Akadaki because I saw them warp there, so I can be safe and kind of look at them and see what they're doing.
We punching into the medium outpost?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so I warp to my ping, and I'm looking down at them, and
I have eyes on them. There's 0 speed on the Aki gate.
I'm showing them where I'm warping to the medium outpost. Okay, you can see like I'm showing them that I'm warping very, very obviously, very, very obviously to the medium outpost, and I hope they follow me here. Ideally, to set up an engagement.
Let me know if they.
I don't want to warp at range and fight outside in this because if they just stagger their warp and warp at all kinds of different distances to the Plex, then they could land right on me in my fleet, and it would be hard to disengage. So we hope we can get a fight with this giant, 30-man destroyer gang with our 5 people. Go in, wait in the Plex. This way we can burn off. They all have to come into the Plex at one point, the beacon where I landed, and then we can burn off safely without worrying about people landing on us from all kinds of different directions. Well, they didn't want to fight, so all right, we're gonna kind of follow them around for a bit and see if we can get a fight with them. All right, so that gang left, but we're still following them, trying to see if we can get a fight with them. So I'm just gonna jump into the system. Actually, I'll start the footage here. All right, so we're just gonna jump into the system.
Most people are in Nen. This is good. Most of our
You can see there's 44 people in local and Nena.
Oh,
Somebody just called that they all went suspect. I can see I have. You can see I have the Tal Wars on scan.
We need DPS at pings on Hikoken gate. I'll get you
Okay,
that
the fleet told me they're on Hick and they're aggressed at 0 on something, so I'm gonna warp to Hick at range at 70 probably, and see if I can fight them while they're aggressed. And actually, they all turned suspect, which is perfect. So I can actually now engage them without sentry guns. Okay, so you can see I land on field here. I'm about 70 off them. Tal Wars are scary as fuck. I won't lie for a ship that I'm in because I think the range could be around average on average. Normally it could be 63, but it could be up to 80, I think. But then they have to have something specific to make them lock longer. So I'm going with I think they're 63-kilometer range, but I don't really know. So they're starting to warp off. So as soon as I see them starting to warp off, you see I turn into them and I start approaching. Now it's pretty much an even fight. So definitely take this. Dive in, try and see if I can get points on things. But I'm now starting to take damage, so I'm kind of cautious. I should actually have point on this guy, but I kind of turned away a bit early. I just don't want to be too close to 0 in case they all warp to that gate back at 0 and try to gank us, and they'll just alpha me off the field if I'm too close. All right, so they're dead. I see a Bifrost isolated. I'm going to go and try to kill it. Hopefully we can kill it before the whole rest of the gang lands, but now Kitsune lands. And I kind of make a mistake here because, well, it's not a mistake. You see, I couldn't lock the Kitsune at first, but now I can lock him. I should be shooting the Kitsune here. I mistakenly thought I could, burn the Bifrost down before, but the problem is the Kitsune gets on jams on things and, doesn't give us enough DPS to really do what we need to do. I have a jam effect on me. I think I can kill the Bifrost here, but now shit's warping in. It's landing at 0 on me. I gotta burn out. So I turn away from them towards the sun. You see, I have multiple warp out angles here. I'm turning away. I'm going to try to fire at the Kitsune here. Get him off the field because he could be a danger. He could shut me down. I get a point on me. And if I'm jammed or damned too bad, I can't do shit. So burning away, trying to kill the Kitsune. Kitsune dies. I have a Tal War raid on me. I have all this shit really close to me. And you see that was just like one volley, 404, right? That's half my shield. So I got to burn away from these Tal Wars because if they shoot me now, I'm dead. Okay, so I think I burnt out of their missile range. I'm far enough, but a Course is right here. I'm trying to kill this Courser.
We have eyes on them.
But I have their whole fleet on me now. I'm like the only one on field. I'm trying to burn away, trying to get safe. I got a long point on me from Stiletto, Kiris. I'm damped by another Kiris. I'm fighting them, trying to lock up all the closest targets, especially the interceptors and Kiris. Trying to shoot this Kiris off me. Maybe keep us pointing the Stiletto. I can't point the Kiris. Is just a bit too far for me. All right, I wish I had a web. So the Kiris gets forced off field. Unfortunately, I didn't get to secure the kill, but I had to keep burning away. Thank God none of these guys have a scram yet. I'm trying to shoot the Stiletto off me now. Overheating my prop mod, but I'm an idiot and I forgot to bring nanite with me the whole time, so I never repaired anything this whole time. And I actually started this fight off with heat. So I'm trying to gain range from the stiletto.
I can go then.
Trying to force him off. My overheat is pretty bad. Oh shit, I burnt up my prop mod. Okay, stiletto's at a point range. He'll drop point. The only thing left with a point is a malediction. I just gotta barely get out of. I'm coasting still. And I don't know what the fuck he did. He turned around because I was shooting at him and I warp out. So, holy shit.
I have to warp. Yeah, I have to warp.
Get out. Don't get, like, dick damned. Alright, so hopefully you understood what I was thinking there. I was trying to make it as, as true as possible. I missed a couple kills I could have secured, but I think I'll be happy that I actually got out with my prop mod, burnt out like that. I had about a split second before that malediction would probably turn back into me and kill me. I don't know why he turned away and lost point. Maybe it was my overheat cycle. Actually, I can go back and watch that through the beauty of video. Alright, going to go back and review this exact moment of when it happens. You can see this malediction. He has a point at me. He's going 47. I'm going almost 4k. Why does he lose the point? See, what did he do there? I'm not sure what he did there. Malediction, last thing. Burned up my prop mod. I'm warping. Burned up my prop mod. Holy shit.
I have to warp. Yeah, I have to warp.
Get out. Well, the verdict is, I don't know. I really don't know why I lost the point. But sometimes it's it's better to be lucky than good. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Give it a like if you liked it. Give me a dislike if you don't like it, and let me know why. As always, I appreciate your questions and comments. See you next time, guys. SaB0TaG out. In my home system of Littlerear, there is an Atron Mark V in space, and next to this Atron Mark V in space, there is a can, and in this can is a mystery gift, and the password to the can is today's ship. What did I fly? Go, 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 go.